So this week it is all about the kapow. Hostess coaching is everything in party plan, and it's so important. So you want to make sure too that as you bring new stylists on board your teams, she knows how crucial this step is to her success, and you want to direct her to this training. 80% of your party happens before you even walk into your party. So make sure that you really give this hostess coaching the emphasis that it deserves. It really makes or breaks your party. Your hostess is really a business partner for the evening. Make sure that she knows what you're going to need from her, and let her know what she can expect of you. Mostly, though, you want to make sure she knows she has a great time. If you're not happy with how your trunk shows are going with booking and everything, there's two things you can really look at. One thing is your presentation. Make sure you have a fun, engaging presentation, and that should lead naturally, if you're booking from your parties, that fun, engaging presentation will lead naturally into fun, engaging hostess coaching. Now, you really want to have good, consistent contact with your hostess. Make sure she knows all the great things that she can get out of her party, and of course, out of a career with Winnie and Kat too. You always want to share every part of the opportunity. Really, we've broken our hostess coaching into like 3 calls, and really you want to think of them as 3 conversations. Now, while I love scripts, and I do have scripts for everything, including this hostess coaching, if you go to week 3 of the 6 Weeks to Success, hover over resources, trainings will pop out, and then you can click on 6 Weeks to Success in that stylist forum. The hostess coaching worksheets are there. You can take it and put it into your own words if you want. So follow our script, but go ahead and put it in your own words. So again, it's just 3 conversations you're going to have with your hostess. So you want it to be fun for you as well. Remember, if you want your downline to hostess coach, start with your hostess, because hostesses are our best prospects for team members. Excuse me, I'm froggy this morning. So it all starts with a good foundation, which is the hostess packet. Now, this is going to be your first contact, so you want to make it fun. You want to make your hostess packet personalized, businesslike, and most of all, concise. Find out if she wants to do a hard copy or paper version or an online one. You can always download copies of our hostess packet and email it to her. You want to cover everything you need, and then at the same time not overwhelm her with information. And that's why we break it into these 3 conversations. So starting out with the hostess letter with your business card, make it easy for her to contact you. So in your own words, just quickly say thank you, outline policies, what she can expect, briefly what you're going to need. Bullet points or just a paragraph or so is plenty. If it's too long, she's not going to read it. None of us do. So make sure you keep it short enough to keep her attention and keep it fun. Wish lists. This is really important because sometimes, trunk shows can be exhausting sometimes. It can be a long day or a long evening. Your hostess is going to be tired too at the end. She's cleaned her house. She's prepared food. Nothing is worse than at the end of a long party, she's like, oh, I haven't even looked at the order form. You don't want that. So make sure in your hostess packet you send her the wish list, and you're going to go over it with her so she already knows what she wants to order before the party starts, and you get her excited about having some of those things for free. You want to make sure she has outside order forms and then knows how to collect the orders. Don't assume she knows. You can also give her your party ID number and then instruct her how to enter those. Go to your website, give her your website, give her the party ID number. They enter it at checkout so that their order goes to her party. Make sure you explain it. Let her know that she can always go to you, that you're happy to handle it for her friends as your customers. I always include the shipping flyer too in my hostess packet so that she has an idea of shipping and all that. Again, you can always send the email version. You can always download the email version off the hostess forum. Make sure that her friends know how to order too, so you can do that on your invite as well. A memory jogger is great. Sometimes when she's thinking about how many people to invite, 30% of your invited actually come. That's a statistic from like party plans. So if she wants to have 15 people, she needs to invite 45. And it sounds like a lot of people to come up with to her, But with that memory jogger, it's super easy. So you can go over that memory jogger with her and help her come up with some fun friends. I also like to ask her about types of friends she's going to bring, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. Hostess or stylist opportunity flyers are great to have. It's going to tell her how much she can get with her party for each, however much she makes, she'll get or however much her party sells is how much she's going to get for her Hostess Rewards. So it's a great way to incentivize her. And of course, lookbooks. And you can always send the link in an email to our online lookbooks if she's an online kind of gal. You want to really cater it to your hostess and communicate the way that she likes to communicate the most. So here's your hostess worksheet. And basically, the hostess worksheet's there's a lot more listed, but this is how you're going to organize your hostess worksheets, and it's a great system. You're going to use, it's like a, not cardboard, what am I trying to say? Like it's a folder with 3 rings in it and then pockets in it as well. So you're going to staple the hostess worksheet number 1 to the left side, hostess worksheet number 2 to the right side. On the left side are those scripts that you're going to use and what you're going to talk to her about with each call you make. On the right side is going to be your notes for after the party. It's a great system. You can write on the front when the party happened, and I kept those in a big 3-ring binder, and I organized them by date. So it's a great way, too. When someone goes to order again, you'll know what party she booked from, her hostess. You'll know all kinds of stuff. And, of course, you can put the order forms from each party in those pockets. So the first time you're going to talk to your hostess is when she books the party. This might be at the party or at a party. It might be, she's a friend, you talk to her. But since you have your little mobile office, you'll always have your party packets. That's when you hand her the party packet. You want to follow up on one of your first calls to make sure the date still works. You can check up on outside orders, guest list, all of that. Confirm everything. You're going to get a head count in these calls. Keep in mind, she's going to be wondering if she could do this as a business. So you want to make it look fun and easy. And again, that hostess is your number 1 prospect. So having a system just makes it that much easier for you. So 3 calls to success. Here's the nitty-gritty. 3 contacts to success. Your first official contact, of course, is when she books. You can write the booking in pencil. If she's not sure, just get a date and then let her know, oh, it's penciled in, and then, I'll call you on Wednesday or whatever to follow up to make sure that date works. Ask her, has she gotten the packet if you had to mail it? Ask her if she started on her wish list. So important, again. Go over her wish list with her. Keep her excited about it and what she's going to get for free. Again, it's going to save time at the party. This is optional, you can add a cancellation policy so that if she does have to cancel the party, she either can give you some notice, like a week's notice, so that you can rebook. You can maybe ask her if she has a friend who would like to host, since she already has a list of invited people. You can also go through the list of invited people and ask them if they would like to host. So cancellation policy is great, and it also gives her a little bit of what am I saying? She knows the party's going to happen, and she knows this is your business. And it's important that they do know that this is your business, and they have a bit of accountability. There's the word I'm looking for. Ask her if she has any questions. Now, you're going to learn a lot about her by the questions she asks and what she's expecting from the show. She might ask if there's a minimum of guests, a maximum of guests, can kids come, all kind of stuff. So make sure she feels good about asking questions. Schedule the next call. She needs to know what to expect. You can tell her I do all my hostess coaching on Wednesday night between 6 and 8, so you'll hear from me on whatever date, but if you need anything between now and then, don't hesitate to contact me. Now make sure that Wednesday is okay, or whenever you do your hostess calls, that's okay. While you want to have a schedule, you want to be flexible again. Maybe Wednesdays are a nightmare for her, so of course then you can schedule it for a different night. But again, having a system is so important and so simplifies your life. So having a specific day for your hostess coaching calls will be a great asset to you. Week 6 is all about time management. So if you want to know more about time management, we'll go over that in week 6, or you can go to the 6 Weeks to Success in the forum. Now the second contact, if my slide will work, it fell asleep, I think. The second call is you're going to go over the guest list. Again, did she receive her hostess packet? If you had to mail it, sometimes it takes a while. Does she have questions? Go over the guest list. Remember, 30% of her guest list will actually come, so go over it with her. Make arrangements to get it from her if you're going to handle invites for her. I like to do invites because then I knew the invites got sent out on time. It's also how you secure the booking. Once those invites go out, it's set in stone. So make sure those invites go out on time. Nobody can come. You know, normally, like the number one reason that people cancel a party is that no one can come. No one can come usually means I didn't get the invites out in time. So make sure you get those invites, get them out in time. Now, we talked about coming up with people that she's going to invite. This is where it can be really fun to plan with your hostess. Find out who among her friends would be a great model. Now, I'm not talking about like, you know, the typical model. I'm talking about who would love to try on clothes, who would love to come out, give a little twirl, get everybody going and excited about trying on clothes. Once people start trying on clothes at our parties, that's when the party gets started, and that's when you start selling clothes. It's important to get them on bodies. Ask who among your friends would bring friends. You can add an incentive for people who bring friends. I did a little raffle or something for people who brought friends. And it can be something really easy and simple. It can even be like a little sewing kit that you wrap up in a cute little bag. Women love stuff like that. So get her excited about who she's going to invite. Who's the life of the party? Ask questions like that. Now, has she collected outside orders? Make sure she understands, again, how to collect them, and let her know that it's perfectly normal for hostesses to collect them. This is what happens. And parties can really be made or broken by these outside orders. So the more outside orders she gets, the more free pieces she's going to get. If she did a great job and collected a bunch of them, dang, lady, you're awesome. How does it feel to be a Winnie and Cat stylist? You should totally join my team. If she had fun with it, then you know, she might just be your next stylist. So put your hostess to work. Let her collect those orders. Wish list. Again, so important. Simply saving time in that ordering room. Have you chosen what you want? You know, when you go over a wish list, if she liked the long sleeve maxi or something, you know, would you wear boots with them? Would you wear flats? Kind of get her envisioning it in her closet. Get her excited about getting that long sleeve maxi or whatever she wants for free. Ask if she has any questions. Again, so important. And then schedule your next call. So I'll call soon for directions and just to solidify everything and get that final head count. Now, while you can use your navigation system, I like to ask for directions because she'll have great little landmarks and stuff she can give you. So just one less way to get lost. I'm notorious for getting lost everywhere I go. So final call, the third call, you're going to get directions. It's going to be a couple days before the party. Be really excited about it. Hey, it's Tiff. How are things looking for a trunk show tomorrow? I'm so excited about it. Do you need anything from me? Find out about last-minute dropouts. Last-minute dropouts are last-minute outside orders and possibly your next hostess for the next party. Because if they're not able to go, oh, gosh, I hate that you missed Missy's party, but you know what? If you book your own party, she'll get a $50 credit at your party, you know, and you'll get free and half-off pieces as well. So those last-minute dropouts and the people that can't go are great opportunities for your next hostess. Remind your hostess how her rewards work. Remind her of the booking credit. Ask her who in her guest list does she think will book a party. It's a fun way, too, to incentivize her. One of our stylists, Lisa from Oregon, talked about when she would arrive at the party, she would ask the hostess, she'd say, okay, I want you to write down the name of 2 friends who you think will host a party. Don't tell me, don't show me, but write it on a piece of paper, put it under the cookie jar. At the end of the party, if those 2 ladies book, I'll give you whatever prize she had. Maybe it was a picture frame or something fun or something from last season that had been retired that she could get rid of out of her kit. But that's a really fun way to incentivize the hostess, again, to encourage her guests to have a party. Arrive when you get to your party. Make sure you arrive early enough. I like to arrive like a half an hour before the scheduled trunk show time so people can be a little late. Let her know when you're going to get there and then how you're planning to present the party. And then make sure you're there when you say you will be. So tell her, like if you want to start the party at 7 o'clock, tell her, you know, we said we're starting at 7, so we're going to give them a half an hour leeway to be a little late. I'm going to go ahead and arrive at 6:45 to get set up. And then I'm going to ask you to bring everyone into the presentation area at 7:30, and then I'm going to do an on-time drawing. On-time drawing, if you choose to do them, are really great. It's one, it gives her an excuse to call her guests 2 days before the party. She can call and say, hey, you know, Tiff's having an on-time drawing, so if you get there on time, you're going to have a raffle ticket for like a fun gift or something like that. The great part about giving that half-hour leeway, you're there at 7, people are going to be filtering in. Now you'll be able to chat with everyone. You're going to get to know her guests a little bit, and then look for those, we call them green light questions, like someone sees you setting up, you know, how long does it take you to set up? She's thinking about the opportunity. She's wondering if she could do this. How heavy is that? She's wondering, again, if she can do this. Do you really make money doing this? That person, it might sound negative. She's wondering about it. Yeah, actually, our average party is $1,000, and you know we start at 25% commission. So our average presenter gets, or our average stylist gets, $250 per show for a couple hours work. You know, and then ask her a question. So if someone asks you a green light question like that, give her a short response, and then ask her a question. You know, have you ever done anything like this? Do you think you'd enjoy doing what I do? Make sure you're engaging people with questions. You want to plan out when or where you will present. I like to keep the clothes racks kind of close to the kitchen. If they're in a different room, people congregate in the kitchen, you're going to be forgotten. So let her know, you know, if she could find a place close to the food, that would be great. Not necessarily the kitchen, but wherever she's going to keep the food out. What do you need for ordering? You're going to need a little table, big enough to put all your order form supplies out for you and the customer. Find out where they're going to change clothes. Let her know, too, that you're going to need help corralling the ladies into the ordering area one at a time. If you wait too long, sometimes, you know, it gets late, people get tired, they start filtering out, or if there's a line, people start filtering out. So have her help you get people in the ordering room. I also had a little Need It Now. I just did like a cardboard box I covered in contact paper. I had a in a hurry, need it now, and then a no hurry, I can wait box. Anyone who needed to go right away would put it in the need it now box, and I would check it throughout the, you know, the trying on period. And anytime there was something in there, I addressed it right away so that I could get them in ordering and then out on their way if they needed to get out of there. So you're really respecting people's time. A separate ordering area is great if you can get it. It's private for her, and then it gives you a chance to ask questions, find out how you can best serve her. Sales comes from a word that means to serve. So remember, it's all about serving your customer. So that's the last of that final contact, that third call. So you're going to tell her, okay, great, let me know if anything changes. I'll see you tomorrow. Then you move on to that hostess worksheet number 2. So that's for after the party, and that's all about how did the party go, how many were invited, how many came, how many placed orders, what was the order total. It's a great note-keeping thing. Keep pretty intensive notes. Hostess coaching was great. Hostess was really involved. Orders were wonderful. Or be honest with yourself. If hostess coaching wasn't great or if the orders weren't great, write down reasons you might think why. Be really honest with yourself about your hostess coaching and about your party presentation. It only benefits you, and those two things are so, so crucial. And then teach them to your downline when people come onto your team. So homework, we give a little bit of homework. I promise it's not that big a deal. And it's, again, it's for you. So you're going to prepare 12 hostess packets. And also make sure you download those packets so that if someone wants them emailed, you can easily attach them to an email and email them out to your hostess. Go out and garden for a day, so share your opportunity. You want to hand out 2 or 3 business cards and exchange information with 2 or 3 ladies a day. And book 1 trunk show in the next 2 weeks, or not your first rodeo, go ahead and book 2 or 3. We always leave you with a quote. And this one I love, and it's all about simplicity, but giving enough information. Albert Einstein said, everything must be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. And that's what this hostess coaching is really about. It's about making it simple and fun for her, and making sure she has all the information that she needs to have a successful party for her and to have a successful party for you as well. Stumbling over my words this morning. So ladies, thank you so much for being here. Last week we talked about focusing on the steps to success, and every week you're here, every training you are in, that's another step to success, and make sure you're celebrating these steps to success just as much as the success itself. So reach out to us if you need anything in the home office. Have a great day and a great weekend, and we will, I won't see you next week because it's going to be Christmas. So have a great holiday and take care, ladies. Bye.